This hospital once had 1,200 volunteers and staff and over 1,000 patients. All of them were fed 3 meals a day from the surrounding land. The only thing that was imported on this campus was fish. There were wheat and rye fields, there were planting fields, there were 1,000 head of cattle across the street, there were 3,000 hens across the street. This was 100% self-sustaining for 3,000 people, 3 meals a day. My name is John Thompson, and I was the Buildings and Grounds manager for Medfield State Hospital for about 10 years. This building, the chapel, is one of my favorite buildings. Because of its history, it was a place where the patients found peace. What I think I'm going to miss the most about this space, it's one of the last former asylums in the world. It's one of the only ones left that's salvageable to record the history of mental health in the United States and the history of mental health treatment. And so what I will miss after these buildings are converted to housing is the feeling of its transition from what it was to being a place where people were trying to get well to being housing. When there's people walking all over this campus again, that will be wonderful, and that the buildings are being saved, but it won't ever be the same, where you can walk on this campus right now and feel that energy from the 19th century in a former state hospital. And so many of them are gone now. And we're trying to erase that, and we really shouldn't erase that history. The ideal for this place would probably be that it become a national park for the purpose of interpretation of the history of mental health treatment in the United States. Unfortunately, there's still a stigma associated with that. And any memory of how people were treated. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest changed people's perceptions of state hospitals. And today that stigma remains, even though it's very much an untrue stigma. Unfortunately, the pendulum swung in the opposite direction too far, where the money did not follow the patients. And so now it's privatized, and it's very hard for people to get even the good mental health treatment that was happening in places like Medfield State Hospital. When we lose hospitals like this, we lose all of the good history that informs the present about how we should take care of our most vulnerable population. When this was opened, there were no nursing homes, yet they took care of every disorder that you can think of. And while this was centered largely around violence, even today, many of the people that are incarcerated are truly mentally ill. They have a serious mental illness, and they're not able to get that treatment. And so a lot of people that could benefit from treatment for disorder are locked up. And so we could learn from how these places operated, because they also learned a lot about approaches to treatment before medications were used. The 2 best treatments that were used in the early days, one was gardening, believe it or not. Having a garden or having a person raise plants was a very important mental health treatment. The second one was something to do every day, a job, something different than looking out the window. We can give out medication, but we can't guarantee that a person will take it. And we can't let people sit and look out the window all day. They need more interaction, and they need more support. Where has that gone? We need to think more about how to restore that.